Did you ever do a battle with someone?
I did many battles. I was like, I'm the battle master. Why don't you?
Hello, just going to make a quick video on some of the other pointless hobbies I seem to have. Amateur radio has been a fantastic hobby, but I also like to waste my money on other things that you can play with, and I just wanted to see how mad other people are, or what other hobbies people seem to have in and around their shacks. I'm in my shack now, but I have got quite a lot of other strange hobbies, and I just thought I'd show a few of them just to see what other people might actually have or be interested in. As you can see, I've got a few of the knives out that I've got. After tidying the shack, I found all sorts of weird and wonderful things, but a few of the things I collect going camping and such, and over the years there's been some knives, but these are just some of the recent ones that I take camping with me. El Nino knife. I actually bought this from Monaco about 15 years ago, but still in absolutely perfect condition. Not been used at all, purely decorative, but a very nice, very heavy weighty knife. Not that you'd ever really take this out camping or anything, to be honest. It's just purely as a collection item, but still a very nice knife. This one was used a lot. I used to take it out camping with me just because of the sheer weight and thickness of the blade. You can take this and pretty much cut anything you want to. Do a lot of batten work with it, and anything like that, splitting wood. It's quite good to hit against, which has had quite a beating over its time. It does need cleaning up, but a nice deer antler handle on it. Just a general purpose knife, but not that you'd be able to go anywhere or do anything with a knife like this these days. I don't think you'd be able to hold an excuse with taking that one with you, really. This one, my favourite knife. I had this up in Scotland with me when we went camping in Galloway Forest. Beautiful knife. Helle Egan knife. Perfect knife to have really camping. Blade's about 4 inches long, nice handle, perfect grip on it, good thick blade, not too thick though, so it is quite heavy. It's a 12C27 steel, I believe it is. Full Scandi grind on it, very easy to keep sharp, and it is very sharp. Very good general purpose knife to keep. Perfect sheath on it. I've just made a little use the old cobra knot on a little lanyard I've made here out of paracord. Very easy to make, but very useful. Full leather sheath on it, very nice. Just holds the knife by friction, but not going anywhere. Very nice knife. I've also got a Mora Bushcraft Force, ideal for fishing because it's all rubber sheath. Very grippy rubber handle, so you can use that with gloves or in wet. Again, this is just a flat grind on it, I believe. Quite inexpensive knives these are, a lot cheaper than the Egan, but it does take an edge very well. It won't keep it as long, but it's very easy to sharpen, and once it is sharpened, it certainly is sharp. Quite a bit thinner than the other knives, but meant for fishing and things like that, or any lighter work. It is easier to carve wood, feather stick and such, because it is a thinner blade, so it does make it a lot easier. Probably my favourite knife, which I do carry sometimes if out and about. Not carrying in the street, obviously, because it's fixed blade, which you're not allowed to carry unless you've got a purpose and a reason. But perfect knife, K-bar dozier, Oz 8 steel, very, very sharp. It actually came really sharp out the box, but simple grind to keep sharp, and it does hold an edge really well and keeps it quite long. Nice grip on the top, and for the size of the blade, it is really thick. So even though a small blade, you can do a lot with it, and to be honest, that's the blade that I'd use the most, and it is really, really handy to have. Very light actual handle on it, but it still balances pretty well in the hand. Nice clip on it, just something easy to keep in the pocket, no weight, one-handed operation, and it's very, very, very useful, and for the price I paid for it, really cheap as well. I've got some other bits and pieces, but just a Lansky sharpener, very handy to keep in your pocket, especially if you're out and about. Got a coarse grind on one side, then you smooth it out on the other. Really easy to keep, even in cold weather. You can just keep a good grip on that. And this sharpener, the DC4, is superb. Very, very good. Comes with its own little leather sheath. You can do your sharpening on pretty much anything. I mean, it is quite beat up on here because we took it camping, and it sharpened quite a few axes, small axes, and a few blades, including some of mine here. But it's very, very effective. You do your course on one side and smooth it out on the other, basically. A few times pulling the blade backwards and then forwards. Very easy to use. I know some people say you should only go one way, but out in practice I find it doesn't seem to make too much difference if you need your blade sharpening up. I always keep a few nails in the sheath as well, because you set that down on something flat, piece of wood, put the nails either side, stops it from moving around, and you can sharpen your blade safely, a lot easier, but very, very useful to keep in the pocket when you're out and about. And it's one of the things I always take with me as well for pretty much anywhere is the Gerber flick. Very, very useful tool. One of the best purchases. It does get a lot of use. Pliers are nice and solid, easy to use. Obviously folds up really nicely, and all the tools are accessible from the outside, and they do lock, so it keeps it absolutely solid. And you can just pull them down again. It's got Gerber's scissors on them. I think it's Fiskar scissors they use on them, but they're absolutely brilliant. Much more useful than a lot that you get on some tools. These are actually useful and do the job they're supposed to. Again, they lock as well, same as everything else, but very useful tool. And that's about it for the knives. I'm going to do a separate video for another thing I like to collect, but I just thought it was interesting to see what other things some people are actually interested in other than amateur radio. What else do you waste your money on